Hi friends, welcome back to your channel. Sales is always fun. Today's episode is going to be very interesting because we are looking at prospecting. So when the customer calls you or you are in front of the customer for the first time, after your rapport building, initial introduction, rapport building, and then once you start talking to the customer, the moment you sit to talk business, the first two things that you need to do is first to understand if the customer knows he has a problem and does he understand that he has got a pain because of the problem. So how well you get to know both these is what is going to determine as how you should move forward your next move with the customer. Now, if you are to take on a y-axis the problem and on the x-axis the pain, so awareness, unaware on top, and pain low and high. So in the first box on top, you get a situation where the customer is aware of the problem and is also highly aware of the pain, which means this customer must have procured the product or your service as of yesterday. So if you have gone into a call at this stage, it means that customer is seriously looking at buying immediately. Probably your competition and others are also there. He must have taken his call there. So a couple of things you need to do quickly to close the deal because the customer needs the product as of yesterday, your service as of yesterday. So first thing you can do is one, yes, like in spin selling, you can talk of the implications that is happening to him, which he is also aware of. You can then give him a social proof from a similar industry who had used your product or service and how they came out of it. That would be very effective to him. And third, of course, tell him that by not doing it, what is going to be his loss in the future. So when you finish your call, ensure that you are very clear what is going to be my next step with the customer, which should move to a closure immediately. Because the quicker you close, the better for you with these customers. Next kind of client that you would find is they are aware of the problem, but they did not feel the pain that much, or they are comfortable living with the pain. This is what you would find in many cases. Here, what we need to do is the moment you find the customer is in this bracket, you need to talk to him about the hidden costs. What is he losing by not solving the problem? Why he must solve the problem immediately? Why he should not keep the pain? Because he is okay with the pain. He says, okay, this pain is there, that is okay. Probably he is not aware what all is he losing by living with the pain. So your strategy here is to tell him that this pain can grow to so much, you can lose so much. So please take your action now. So now let's move to the next kind of customer that we would be seeing is somebody, he knows there is a pain, but he is not aware where the problems are. They are suffering, but they do not know why they are suffering. So this is another kind of customers you will find. Here, probably work with them to see how their workflow is affected, what they are doing, why they are not doing, how it is there. And then probably you can slowly ask them questions so that they come out and they realize where the problem is. Here, you should not pitch your product immediately or your service. You just diagnose it for the customer and show him that your problem is here. And then probably with a few questions, he must come to an understanding that yes, your product suits his requirement. Because these are also hot prospects. They don't want to suffer the pain, but they do not know where the problem is. So sitting with the customer, you probably have to spend more time with these customers to make them know where the problem is. Because if you tell them this is a problem, probably they may not agree. Because as customers, we like to buy, but we don't like being sold to. So your questioning techniques work here very well so that the customer, once he's aware of the problem, he knows the pain, he will quickly move into solution mode. So your ability to make him understand the problem, and then of course you can always tell him, even here you can show him the industry standards for the other customers like him. What kind of solution have you provided, how they were happy, give him the proof and move him forward. The last type of customer is, he is unaware of the problem and his pain is very low. So what do we do then? So these are typically your warm or cold prospects. So what do we do with these customers? We would have to probably talk to them, tell them that if this continues, what is he going to lose in the long run? This pain is small today, but what can it lead to and where it can make a loss for him? So this, you may have to give some examples of from the same industry or from different customers or the same type of customers. Show him how they let the pain go, how they suffered, how you help them come out of it. You will have to keep meeting this customer quite regularly, keep giving them updates. And yes, these are not your hot prospects. So you will have to regularly keep updating them, give them knowledge, tell them this is from where you need to move, wow. And then probably you could things like imagine if this problem is solved. You can use words like imagine if this can take you to here, how much would you suffer? So probably you can tell him that If you can diagnose, if you can close it today, you will not be for the big pain tomorrow. So this is how you work with different kinds of customers. I hope this is of help to you. Thank you. Bye. Until we meet in the next episode. Well, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell button so that we can meet in the next episode, which will be a more interesting one. Thank you. Bye-bye.